to call you that. Hello? Doesn't really matter, because in a few hours, we are gonna be mad mother-in-law. Mrs. Hutchins? Well, Grandma must be busy. Out there making sure everything is just the way we want it. Oh, after that, everything is gonna be said and sealed. Oh, you are gonna grow up calling this place home from day one. And heir to the Corey fortune. Which is what this dress cost. The grand, really, considering I'm only gonna wear it just once. Now, maybe afterwards I should cut it down into a cocktail. Shut up, Lila. No more recycled dresses for Corey, girl. No, you have hit the big time. Look at this. Miss Lila Roberts of Norris and Mr. Matthew Corey of the Bay City Corey.
We'll wed today in the groom's family chapel. Couldn't you just kill her?
You didn't recognize me?
The Bay City Corey? Does that sound like me?
Well, I thought you were okay with Lila's grand plans.
Oh, Lila's wedding was going to be far simpler than she expects, but she did make an end run on the announcement.
She's resourceful.
Yes, she's resourceful. She's leading my son around by his...
Rachel!
Nose. There's got to be some way other than a marriage to that woman that he can have a relationship with this child. There's got to be a fair way out of this mess.
It just might be, Rachel.
Sophia, I was just thinking about you.
Shouldn't you be at home, getting into your tuck?
Why did you come here?
On business. I wanted to give you this. Here. I didn't want to... I realized you don't work here anymore, and I didn't want to go to your home on your wedding day, so, just, sign on the bottom here, and I'll be out of your way.
If I sign this, I'll never see you again.
We really don't have any reason to have anything to do with each other, so that's why I had Tyrone drop an agreement. So our music company will be my music company. So just sign right here and I'll be out of your way.
I don't want you out of my way.
I don't care what you want, because this is my life. This is my future. I spent half the night crunching numbers. I know exactly what backing I need. And once I get it together, Billy's career will be launched.
That was our dream.
Well, now we have what we both want. You'll have a healthy baby, and I'll have a healthy company.
I wish you had talked to me before calling a lawyer.
This is my life. I don't need your permission. Sign it, and we're split.
No, I won't. I can't. Look, I know how you're feeling, Sophia.
Please don't patronize me, all right? You don't understand how I feel.
I know I hurt you badly.
I'll get over it.
How? By pushing me out of the dream we both created?
You know what, Matt? That's just the thing with you. Holding on to what's yours, your business, your child.
The company needs both of us to succeed.
So what do you think? I'm gonna flop? Well, I'll take that risk. It beats giving up on myself.
I don't want you to give up.
You know what? I want something of my own, okay? I want to stay up all night. I want to eat, sleep, and breathe making music and making money. I'm going to give it everything I've got. I'm going to give it everything I've got because it's my baby, because you have it with Lila, and let me have mine.
So you're telling me that all this time you've been working for the feds with Frank Everett?
I wanted to tell you.
private phone calls, secret meetings, all that. Shoot, Josie, I thought you were having an affair.
I know you did. I know. If it makes you feel any better, I was in the dark, too.
What, about Cameron being Gary's brother? The one from Vacaville? Is that what you mean?
No wonder we couldn't access his prison files. The feds wiped them all clean.
Get out of here. Well, I'm guessing Gary is freaking out right about now.
Oh, that's an understatement. They don't exactly get along, which is also an understatement.
Why not?
You're asking me? They're two Inca guys from the same screwed-up family. That's all I know. No wonder I felt so comfortable with Cameron.
Come again? There's something you'd like to elaborate
No,
on here?
not that, you know, I have the hots or anything.
Oh, well, I
for
should hope
Cameron.
not.
Just, you know, I had this feeling that I knew exactly where he was coming from. Now I know why. And the other thing is Gary promised me no more secrets.
And you believe them. Meanwhile, he's a private investigator and you're a cop. I think secrets come with the territory.
He told me I wouldn't have to cover for him anymore. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Listen, Josie, I have had my suspicions for a long time about who was hiding Cindy Harrison, who made me, you, and the entire department look like fools.
I know you did, I know. And
Yes,
I-
okay, wait, just stop. Don't tell me anymore. If I have knowledge that the person I care about, someone's husband, for instance, was the one actually hiding Cindy, I'm gonna have to act on that knowledge, and I really don't want to do that, okay?
Okay. You know, Tony, I know that we haven't talked in a while, and I just want to say that I would never trade in on our friendship. I respect you too much as a cop. And anyway, now that, Cynthia Harrison is in custody, maybe someone's husband won't get into any more trouble.
I was just telling Cindy how worried you were.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
If you knew I was worried, then why didn't you find her before she got involved in another crime?
Gary Grant told me that he hired you to find me.
I did my best.
Your best?
Mm-hmm.
He told me that you didn't really care about me, that you were just in it for the money. That's why you told me all those terrible things.
Well, I'm sorry those things didn't turn out the way they were supposed to.
If I find out that you knew where my wife was,
Oh, I didn't.
and you failed to notify the authorities.
Grant, I meant the things just right now when he was standing here before you came in. I'm so confused. I'm all confused.
It's all right, darling.
Gary, right? Were we friends? No, you're not my friend. You're trying to make me hate the husband who loves me and is taking care of me. Get out of here! Get out! Get him out! Get him out!
Now get out before I have you thrown out, all right? It's okay, darling.
Is he gone?
He's gone. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Gary Sinclair doesn't bother us again.
How?
Just keep him away from you, darling. You're very important to me.
Mayor Harrison, can I see you outside, please?
Certainly, Doctor. Excuse us.
I can give her the injection now. This time the effect will be total permanent memory loss.
This timing is wrong. Timing is wrong.
Does Mrs. Harrison's memory seem to be returning?
I don't know. Until I find that out, I won't know how to treat her, okay? First, I have to find out and make sure that she doesn't remember to the wrong people.
You've discovered a loophole.
Well, before I say anything, I want to hear what Cass has to say.
Well, now, don't get your hopes up. It could lead to nothing. Chances are Matt will have to marry Lila or lose his kid.
Yes, but you'll keep trying, right?
Oh, honey,
What?
it's about that time.
Oh, give me strength. I'm the matron of honor.
What? How did Lila get you to do that?
Well, I thought if I stayed close to her, I could control the chaos.
Well, I've got my fingers crossed for you.
All right, now, Cass, take a look at this one here. Now, in this case, the state Supreme Court ruled in favor of the mother, but there's one dissenting opinion that we can use to support.
Yeah. What about the case I was telling you about, Rivers versus Rivers?
It's right here.
Okay, guys, thanks. Thanks for not giving up.
It ain't over till it's over.
Right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. You know, if we hustle, there's still a chance we can save her.
Oh, you mean him, right?
What?
Matt. That's who we're trying to save, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
You know, a lawyer ought to be able to lie better than that. Yeah. Wait. But you have a thing for Lila, don't you?
Blue. Blue. Oh, right. I got it on. Well, I thought he may be going, but the legs are still in pretty good shape. Okay. Something borrowed. Borrowed. Come to Mama, you perfect little borrowed thing. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel, for loaning me this.
Remy, I don't get this. How come you're leaving?
Well, Felicia's gonna figure out I can't type sooner or later.
What you're learning?
Not fast enough. And, you know, plus with Carlino's closed, I'm out that salary and those tips, and there goes the rent money. You know, so no. It's time for me to go. Oh. No, I hate to leave you, Bay City. But I gotta go.
This is too bad. I'll miss you.
You will?
Sure. Good luck wherever you end up. Have you seen Sophia anywhere?
No. No, she left really early. I didn't even say goodbye. If you ask me, she was acting really weird.
Oh, it makes sense. Matt's getting married today.
Oh. And you're here because you're worried about her. That is very cool of you. I mean, you know, because she dumped you for him and everything. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sophia needs a friend.
The white knight thing again.
There's worse things a guy could be.
Oh, for sure. What would happen to me, you know, if you hadn't been there?
Do you have a pen and paper? I want to leave Sophia a note. You know what? That's okay. I'll just check the hall closet.
Go to the next level? It's easy for you to say.
I'm sorry.
I'm okay. Just let me walk out of this with some dignity. Just give me the business, okay?
Sophia, that was our music. We found it together. All right? And in spite of everything I've done to screw things up for us, that sound is still so real. I slept here last night, and I played it for hours. You hear that? You hear that hope? But you remember? You remixed it and you brought it to me. My life was totally out of control. But you helped me put it together. That's what I hear when I play that music. The hope. The hope that we have for a future.
We don't have a future, Matt.
Not anymore.
I'm sorry. I am sorry I keep hurting you.
Do you see what I mean? We can't even work together. I can't even be in the same room with you, okay? Please, just do us both a favor and sign the agreement. And we'll get out of each other's lives. Please, just sign this agreement. Congratulations. That's what you say to the groom, isn't it?
Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Lila? Is it time? Is Matt here? Have all the guests arrived at the chapel? That's my necklace. Oh, yes. Something borrowed. You know, it'll go perfect with my dress, which I should probably put on. But I'll leave so you could change, okay?
Oh, I'm not changing.
Oh. Well, Mrs. Hutchins, you are the mother of the groom. Don't you think people will talk? Not to mention you're my maid of honor.
Oh, and I thought this was a very appropriate color. Bloody. Of course, if you don't like it, I can cancel the whole thing.
You know what? It doesn't matter what you're married. I'm getting married. You want to help me into my dress?
The only thing I have for Lila Roberts is, you know, compassion.
Compassion.
Yeah, I'm a single parent, and I'm here to tell you, it's no day at the beach.
All right, so why'd you help him to get married?
Marriage to the wrong person is not in the best interest of the child or of Lila. Just because I'm sympathetic to her plight doesn't mean that I'm going to help her get into a marriage that is absolutely absurd, that leaves her, that would give her absolutely nothing but Let's get back to work, please.
Sympathy and compassion. So, tell me, does that explain all the time you spent meeting with Lila? You know, going over to the place all hours of the night?
She's my client.
It was your client. Everything you've been giving her lately is extracurricular.
I object.
Sustained. And not because I buy your story, but because we're running out of time. Now, if we don't find a legal precedent on paternal rights within the next hour...
Lila is going to be Mrs. Matt Corey.
Did you see what a beautiful day it is? I mean, did you hear the birds chirping? Did you feel that lovely, cool breeze blowing?
Yes, it's a lovely day for a hanging.
Oh, I have been waiting my whole life for this moment. I want to memorize it. I just don't ever want to forget it.
Oh, I don't think you will ever forget it.
Okay. Just give me a minute now.
Second thoughts?
No. No. It's just that my first wedding, it was so basic. You know, we didn't have a church or family. I mean, our cake was a little donut with a candle in it, you know. That's why this wedding means so much to me.
I thought it was my son who meant so much to you.
Rachel, you know, you and I were both from the wrong side of the tracks. I thought if anyone would understand, you would, how I feel today.
Oh, I do. I understand very, very well. It's just, when I married Mackenzie Corey, it was for two reasons. I loved him, and he loved me. And it was the same with Carl. But darling, this travesty, there's absolutely no relationship to those. It's all right. Let's not keep the minister waiting.
The guests. My goodness, they're awful quiet, aren't they? Don't you think that the string quartet should be playing some music by now? What are they doing, those people I hired?
Well, it was my nickel, and I hired them. But if you want music, we'll hum.
special. Where are all the guests? The string quartet was supposed to play the wedding march as I came down the aisle. Do you hear any music? Because I don't. What happened? What happened to all the wonderful plans I made?
You were offered a ring and a marriage certificate. Now, I think you're a very lucky girl.
Did you have any idea that she was doing this?
Lila, I offered you marriage, not a society wedding.
Offered? You begged me to marry you. You said you wanted to be a real father to this baby.
Lila, you blackmailed him into proposing. Now the fantasy is over. Get married.
Are you going to let her talk to me like that? You know what? You know what matters? I didn't get what I want. And you're not going to get what you want, buddy, either.
Lila, come on, the minister's here.
Well, I mean, he was here, but I think he left because he was embarrassed.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's talk about being embarrassed for a minute. The truth is that you are too ashamed to give me a proper wedding, isn't that right?
Shame just about puts the word on it.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want any of your high society friends thinking that your son made a baby with the likes of me. Well, he did, honey, and it's right here. And you know what? You can take your plain gold band and shove it where the sun don't shine. I'm taking this wedding dress off because it's too fancy for a bus ride.
What bus, Lila? We're getting married.
Oh, no, we're not. The wedding is all sugar, and so are all your dreams of being a daddy. And you hold your grandbaby in your arms. Mrs. Hutchins.
Lila.
Relax. We've heard this song before.
Mom, please stay.
She can't stay out of it. It's her mission in life to make me miserable.
Look, Lila, I said that I wanted this wedding simple.
That you wanted me to do what I wanted.
Calla lilies and string quartets.
Simple means different things to different people. You know, it's bad enough that nobody gave me a shower, or an engagement party, or an engagement ring.
Stop playing games. Are we gonna get married or not?
No. Not until I get what I was promised. 2 rows of calla lilies. One on one side of the aisle, and one on the other. And violins playing as I come down the aisle. And I'm not stepping foot in this chapel until I see the butts of every high society person in this town. And I want a photographer. Because I want there to be lots of pictures for our son. When he looks in that wedding album and he sees how special and how important his mother was to the almighty Corys.
Lila, you were promised a name for that baby, and that's all.
Where's it coming off?
Damn it, Lila. Mom, then I let the kid go. Will you just wait? Mom, please just give her what she wants so we can get this thing over with now.
You see that? Matthew wants me to be happy. So you had better get on the phone right away and call all the guests. Please have one of the servants call me when they all arrive.
My memory's starting to come back, and Grant doesn't suspect a thing. I should get an Emmy for this. You proud of me?
You bet. Talk fast.
Okay. I told Grant that I want to go home because I think the rest of my memory will come back there.
Okay, what about the cowboy wallpaper?
Still drawing a blank on that. Tell me again what I say.
Okay, you said the wallpaper had some sort of connection to evidence that we can use against Grant.
No, I don't know, but I'm sure that when I get back into the suite, I will.
Okay. anything at all, you call me at this number, Cindy, all right? And Cindy, if you need me at all, if you're scared or anything, you call me at that number, all right? I'll find a way to get to you.
Thank you. Gary. Thank you.
Excuse me, nurse. Do you recognize that doctor?
I've seen him before, I think, but he hasn't been around for weeks.
Uh-huh. Would you mind checking in my wife, please?
Certainly, Mayor Harris.
Thank you. Officer Tony Burrell, please.
You know, Cameron, he's not that bad.
Come on. I saw him in lockup before he got bailed out. First of all, he's got an attitude. He thinks he's cute. And he's got a temper.
I know.
Yeah. You ever think that maybe he's the one who shot Carl Hutchins?
I thought about it. I mean, he does have a record.
I understand how Gary feels. I mean, Gary's making his living fighting crime, and then his brother comes along and commits it. It's not exactly the Hardy Boys.
You know, Cameron does have his problems, but you know what? So does Gary. And I think it's up to me to try and straighten him out.
You think it's up to you? Why? And since when?
Well, Cameron's been my partner, and Gary's my husband, and no matter what they say, they need each other.
And you're going to do what about it?
I made dinner reservations.
Dinner!
Yes.
Brilliant move.
Well, you know, I figured I'd get them in the same place at the same time and see what happens. What do you think?
Good luck.
Thanks.
Burrell, where you been? On line 4, the mayor.
What can I do for you, Mr. Mayor?
You stood by while someone helped my wife escape from the hospital. I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, you know what I'm talking about. Now get yourself over to BCUH and collar the suspect.
And that would be who, exactly?
Why, it's Gary Sinclair, officer.
Well, looks like I'm ready.
Okay.
Thought I had so much stuff, but... Nick, thank you. You know, you're the best for just hanging around and waiting to take me to the train station.
It's no problem. Look, I was kind of hoping to run into Sophia, so I'm just going to drop this note off in her room, okay?
Sophia!
I was just leaving you a note.
You were?
Yeah, today's gotta be rough on you.
You could say that.
Anyway, I just wanted you to know I'm here for you.
Thanks. And thanks for the other night, you guys. I'm not in a very good mood today. I'm not.
Sophia, I'm just gonna drop Remy off at the train station. I'll come back and we'll talk, okay?
Okay, thanks. Are you going on vacation or something? Permanent one. What are you talking about? Oh, my income went from just above poverty level to way down. So, yeah, I gotta go wherever they're screaming for unskilled labor. Well, Carlino's will reopen in a few weeks, Remy. Oh, no, I can't wait. I can't wait that long. Okay, if you need help on the rent, I can... No. One thing I always promised myself was don't owe anybody, ever. And don't worry about me, though. I've got plans. Well, you're doing a lot better than me, that's for sure.
Talk to you later?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, you can get on the train yourself, right? I'll just drop you off in front. Let's go.
I'm coming. I have to say goodbye to my plants. You know them with me. Oh, bye-bye, impatience. No. So long, petunias. Drink your water and keep growing.
Don't want to miss your train.
Okay. Here I come.
Okay.
Ow! Ow!
Remy, oh, are you all right? Are you okay?
Ow! I tripped. You know, like a total klutz.
Stupid table.
Oh, yeah. But I can't miss my train. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Okay? See?
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh!
Oh, it's swollen.
Listen, you know what? Maybe you should go to the doctor or something.
No,
It might
no.
be broken.
No, I... What if I miss my train? I can't.
No. The only place you're going is a hospital, okay? Here, look, hang on to me. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, I got you.
Ow!
Do you have to go?
I can't take chances with Grant hanging around. He probably knows I was the one who got you out here in the first place. Okay?
Would you look at this? Another consultant on my wife's medical team. This is such a devoted staff. Isn't it reassuring, Cynthia?
Yes.
I have surgery.
What is your assessment of my wife's condition?
I'm just an intern.
What? I didn't hear you. Well, you must be that surgical mask. That's a tad out of the ordinary, isn't it? Wearing a surgical mask on rounds? I mean, after all, my wife isn't contagious, but then maybe you didn't know that, Dr. Sinclair. What the hell do you think you're doing, Doctor? You wouldn't be using my wife to get at me again, would you? I do believe you're a threat to her recovery. Don't you ever touch me again.
Thank you for protecting me, darling.
Don't leave me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. As a matter of fact, I just received clearance to take you home, treat you there. I think this place is dangerous to your recovery, don't you?
Can't wait. Familiar surroundings.
Yes. You'll have 24-hour care, around the clock, security, and I'll be watching you. Watching out for you.
What are you doing here?
Playing doctor, Gary?
Yeah, I get my kicks that way.
Wouldn't be the first time, Wade Sinclair. According to one of the staff nurses, you were here a couple of weeks ago posing as a doctor. On the very day that my wife disappeared from this unit, you kidnapped a mentally unstable patient right underneath your nose, Officer Burrell, and yours, Detective. I think Carlino would be interested in hearing about that. This man made a fool of the Bay City Police Department. I will not tolerate this blatant disregard for the law. Now, I've brought a criminal to your attention. Do your duty, officer.
Gary, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Arrest the man.
First of all, let me do my job and you can do yours, okay? I gotta bring you in.
What's the charge?
How about harboring a fugitive and
With
obstructing
all due
justice?
respect, Mayor, lay off.
And if I find out that anyone else had information about Cynthia's disappearance and withheld it from the authorities, that person will get the same treatment. Now cuff him.
Okay, go home. You know, you should be married by now. You know, why don't you just go home to your wife? You know? You know what? I'm serious. Go home. I mean it. You have to get out of my thoughts. I'm serious. This isn't fair. This isn't fair at all. Just please leave me alone.
I can't. You love me too much.
Well, I can change that. I won't hear you. I won't see you. I won't even think about you. Leave me alone. Just please, just go away. Now. New Orleans and Mr. Matthew Corey. The Bay City Coreys were wed today.
Well, I think I made some sort of a speed record. The flowers are in place, the congregation is congregating, the music is playing. I mean, you could almost celebrate this if it wasn't for the fact we want to strangle a bride.
Tonight isn't the end of the story, Mom.
No, of course it isn't. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, it will be just the beginning. No one in this story is going to live happily ever after.
Well, eventually I will. Me and my kid.
Well, I think that's optimistic.
Please, if Lila thinks she's in for a happy ending with her and me, she's in for a big surprise.
Worked. That is gonna give me what I want. Come on, kiddo. We've got a wedding to go to. This time, everything is gonna be done my way.
Let's face it, we're at a dead end here. Look through every one of these cases here, and there's nothing here that we need. So who's gonna tell Matt? Kaz, don't ignore me. We have to deal with this. Now, Matt has to know that marrying Lila is the only way to assure his rights over Lila.
Hold your horses. I found it.
NBC Tonight. It's America's favorite night of comedy. It's must-see Thursday. It all starts with Friends, followed by Suddenly Susan. Then George, as always, finds Much Ado About Nothing in a bookstore on Seinfeld. And stay tuned for ER. Don't miss a minute beginning at 8, 7 Central, NBC Tonight.